Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it is also dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. I am always serious when I say I won't do any of this without you guys. Thank you. Now live on Patreon, who will be the next character? We're returning to Resident Evil Village with Ethan Winters versus Mother Miranda. Today we're bringing in a true vampire bad boy, David from Lost Boys. David leads a gang of vampires that terrorize the town of Santa Carla, all while serving under the vampire lord simply known as Max. Like all his vampire cronies, David has enhanced strength and speed while displaying the powers of flight and hypnosis, which he uses to torment people who are just trying to enjoy their food. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook and Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. We're using standard point array and we are multi-classing, so keep an eye on those minimums should you use another system. We'll start things off with Charisma at 15. You are someone that draws all eyes on you and your force of will makes others follow you. Con comes in at 14. Out of all the vampires of Santa Carla, you are one tough bastard. Dex will fly in with 13. You are very fast and nimble, but you can defy gravity, so that might be why. Strength will be a 12, low for you, but we'll fix it later. Wisdom will be low with a 10, but you have serious impulse control problems, and we're dumping intelligence. You're not dumb, but you refuse to plan anything, you just rush into everything. David is a vampire, which is way too powerful for a player character. Damphir, found in Van Richten's, is a vampiric player character that will work just fine. Place +2 into strength and +1 into charisma. Ancestral Legacy grants you 2 skills of your choice. Pick athletics and stealth. Dark Vision allows you to see in darkness as if it's dim light and dim light as if it's normal, out to 60 feet. Deathless Nature means you don't breathe. Spider Climb gives you a climbing speed equal to your walking speed, which is 35 feet. Vampiric Bite gives you fangs that count as simple melee weapons that you can add your con modifier for attack and damage. They deal 1d4 piercing damage, and if you are missing half or more of your max HP, you have advantage on the attack rolls. If the creature is an undead or a construct, you can empower the bite to do one of 2 effects. You can regain HP equal to the piercing damage, or can give yourself a bonus to your next skill check or attack roll equal to the piercing damage. For background, take the skills Persuasion and Perception. Time for some vampire powers. Level 1 Warlocks start things off with 2 skills, grab Deception and Intimidation. Otherworldly Patron is a source of your power. Since your power comes from a stronger vampire, we're going with Undead from Van Richten's Guide. Form of Dread allows you to change into something far scarier, or maybe just a weird face with bigger brow and yellow eyes. I never understood why some producers make vampires look like that. Seriously, if you're gonna make them look scary, make them look scary. With a bonus action, you take on a new aspect for 1 minute. While transformed, you gain temporary HP equal to 1d10 plus your Warlock level. You are immune to the Frightened condition. And once during each of your turns, when you hit a creature with an attack, you can force a Wisdom save. If they fail, they are frightened of you until the end of your next turn. Pact Magic makes you a kind of spellcaster. You have limited spell slots, but they are empowered to the highest level you have access to, and you regain them all after a short or long rest. You're going to start off with 2 cantrips and 2 first level spells. For your spells, Friends grants you advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature for 1 minute while you maintain the spell. When the spell ends, they know what you did. Minor Illusion allows you to craft a minor illusion within 30 feet that is a sound or image, like maybe maggots instead of rice. This illusion lasts for 1 minute. Not gonna lie, this would have pissed me off. Cause Fear awakens the dread within a creature within 60 feet. Forcing a Wisdom save, that creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute while you maintain this spell should they fail. At the end of each of its turns, the creature can retake the save. Charm Person lets you hypnotize one humanoid within 30 feet. Forcing a Wisdom save, if they fail, they believe you to be their friend for 1 hour. This spell ends early if you or your allies harm them. When the spell ends, they will know what you did. Level 2 Warlocks gain Eldritch Invocations. These are enhancements to your abilities or brand new ones. For your invocations, Armor of Shadows lets you cast Mage Armor without a spell slot or components, which gives you an AC of 13 plus Dex for 8 hours. Devil's Sight lets you see perfectly in darkness as if it's normal light out to 120 feet. This even lets you see in magical darkness, which is pretty cool. For your new spell, Hex lets you gain the upper hand on your enemies. You can now curse a creature with a bonus action that you see within 90 feet for 1 hour while you maintain the spell. While cursed, you will deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage whenever you hit them. And when you cast the spell, you choose one skill, and now they have disadvantage on that skill while the spell is active. If the target drops to 0 HP while the spell is still active, you can use a bonus action to move the curse to another target. Level 3 Warlocks receive a Pact Boon. This is a special gift from your patron that grants you even more features, but none work for you, so we're just going to pick the one that works just a little for you. Pact of the Talisman grants you a talisman that while you have it on you, you can add a d4 to a failed skill check. You can do this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus between long rests. You also receive second level spells. For your new spell, take what you want. We're good for right now. Your character level 3 now, which means your spider climb is upgraded. You can now climb vertical and horizontal surfaces. Level 1 fighters begin with a fighting style. You don't wield weapons in the movie, but you do fight with your fists. Unarmed strikes makes your unarmed strikes 1d8, and you can deal an automatic 1d4 damage at the start of your turn to a creature you are grappling. This d8 though will be downgraded to 1d6 if you are holding an item. Second Wind lets you heal yourself 1d10 plus your fighter level once per short or long rest. Level 4 Warlocks earn our first ability score improvement. Let's bump up Strength. For your new spell and cantrip, take what you want. We still have to hold off for a minute. Level 2 fighters gain Action Surge. You can give yourself a free action once per short or long rest. Level 3 fighters now have their subclass. Champion, found in the player's handbook, enhances your physical capabilities. Improve Critical lets you crit on a 19 or 20. Level 4 fighters earn another ability score improvement, bump up Charisma for better mind tricks. Level 5 fighters receive extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Level 6 fighters earn another ability score improvement, bump up Strength again. Level 7 champion fighters are remarkable athletes. You can now add half your proficiency bonus to any strength, dex, or con check that you aren't already adding it to, like your initiative rolls. Also, your running jump distance is now increased equal to your strength score modifier. Level 8 fighters earn another ability score improvement, cap off Strength. Level 9 fighters gain Indomitable. You can now re-roll one failed saving throw per long rest. Level 5 Warlocks receive 3rd level spell slots. Make sure to check if your spells get upgraded as you cast them. For your spells, Fly grants you a flying speed of 60 feet for 10 minutes while you maintain the spell. You also receive a new invocation. Let's give you a friend. Undying Servitude lets you cast Animate Dead with a spell slot once per long rest. This lets you target a corpse or a pile of bones within 10 feet and reanimate it as undead. This undead obeys you for 24 hours, and in combat you can use your bonus action to control it. After 24 hours, you must recast the spell to maintain control. Not a vampire, but it's the best I can do. Level 6 Undead Warlocks are now Grave Touched. You no longer need to eat or drink, and on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with an attack, you can replace the damage type with Necrotic. If you are in your form of Dread, you can add another damage dice to the roll. For your new spell, let's give you a bike. Kind of. Phantom Steed lets you summon a mount to you for 1 hour. This creature takes on the form you wish and uses the riding horse stats from the player's handbook on page 310 and has a speed of 100 feet and can travel 10 miles an hour. Level 7 Warlocks gain 4th level spell slots. For your new spell, Charm Monster is an upgrade of Charm Person, but now you can use it on anything other than humanoids. You also gain a new invocation, and let's have some fun. One with the Shadows turns you invisible in dim light or darkness until you move or take an action or reaction. Just use this to hide in the shadows while that ingrate you tried to bless with immortality decides to end your whole clan. Level 8 Warlocks earn another ability score improvement, Cap Off Charisma. For your new spell, Vampiric Touch grants you a melee spell attack that deals 3d6 necrotic damage, and you then regain HP equal to half the damage. You can maintain this spell for 1 minute and make this attack each turn. Level 9 Warlocks now have 5th level spell slots, which is as high as you can go. I guess Max is really holding out on you. For your new spell, Fear unleashes mortal dread within your victims. As you fire a 30-foot cone and force a wisdom save on everyone within the cone, should they fail, they must now drop everything they are physically holding and can only use their action to dash away from you. They can retake the save when they break line of sight from you, while you maintain the spell for 1 minute. You also get another invocation. Otherworldly Leap lets you cast Jump without expending a spell slot, which means you can now triple your jump distance for 1 minute. Let's see, you can fly, ride a phantom mount, and now you have a long jump of 75 feet. No one should be able to get away from you. Level 10 Undead Warlocks receive Necrotic Husk. You now have resistance to necrotic damage, and in your form of dread, this becomes immunity to necrotic damage. Also, when you hit 0 HP, you can use your reaction to drop to 1 HP instead, as necrotic energies radiate from you. Each creature within 30 feet of you of your choice takes 2d10 plus Warlock level in necrotic damage, but you gain 1 level of exhaustion. You can do this again after 1d4 long rests. For your final cantrip, take what you want. Our final level is level 11 Warlock, and you gain a Mystic Arcanum. This is a free spell that you can cast once per long rest, higher than level 5. For this Arcanum, Create Undead lets you create 3 undead servants by targeting 3 corpses within 10 feet. They obey your every command, but you must recast this spell after 24 hours to maintain control. This is an expensive spell, as each undead needs 150 gold in black onyx. It's not your vampire gang, but they still will fight with you. For your final spell, Death Ward lets you protect yourself from death for 8 hours. The first time in that 8 hours that you would drop to 0 HP, you drop to 1 instead. This also protects you from spells that would instantly kill you, but you'll use it to keep from dying when the Ingrate throws you into antlers and thinks he's killed you. Yes, this is official canon. David survived at the end of the movie and unfortunately died later. Check out the comic books. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 20, Dex 13, Con 14, Intelligence 8, Wisdom 10, Charisma 20. Your total levels are Fighter 9, Warlock 11. Let's dive in. You are scary. With your form of dread, you can gain temporary HP, frighten your enemies, can amp up necrotic damage, and stop yourself from dropping to 0 HP and then unleash a wave of deadly energy. Even without your form of dread, you can save yourself from dying, frighten people, and deal 3d8 necrotic damage. You're also never alone in a fight with up to 4 undead servants. I'm sorry, I mean friends. Finally, with the power to fly and extremely long jump, you can turn invisible for short periods of time, and a fast mount, no one can escape you. Downside. Firstly, you have a lot of concentration spells and they're all fun. Next, your magical damage is limited to only a few spells that can burn out. Now, you can get a magic weapon, or you can drop Talisman for Pact of the Blade, which doesn't fit into the narrative, but who cares, it's D&D, have fun. Finally, your stats need improving. Your con and dex are important, and they are low. Your AC is only 14 with Armor of Shadows, and your total health is around 150 taking the average. Thankfully, you're so hard to kill. Your intelligence is in the negative, and your wisdom adds nothing, but you're proficient in that save, so I guess it's better than nothing. Ride into the night with your gang and bring terror to your prey. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon right now, where you can help decide next week's new character.